Blood streamed across the polished floor of the Starhaven Elite Club as Victoria Sterling fell to her knees, staring in horror at the bullet hole in her $1 million family portrait. The bullet had pierced each face with surgical precision, leaving only her image untouched. The unassuming woman they had mocked 24 hours earlier stood there, gun still smoking, her eyes cold and calculating, revealing the perfect assassin who had measured every millimeter to strike at those who had erased her legacy. Have you ever seen someone underestimated, only to unleash a skill so extraordinary it left everyone speechless? If this tale of vengeance, justice, and patience intrigues you, stay with us as we unravel a story that proves appearances can be devastatingly deceptive. The late afternoon sun cast long shadows over the Starhaven Elite Club's shooting range, a lavish sanctuary where America's wealthiest honed their marksmanship in secrecy. This was no mere recreational facility. It was a fortress of privilege, where membership cost more than most earned in a year. Into this world of opulence stepped Clara Hensley, a 42-year-old accountant with graying hair tied in a practical bun, clutching a free trial voucher. Her hands trembled slightly as she approached the reception desk, ignoring the judgmental glances. "Good afternoon," she said softly, handing over the crumpled voucher. The attendant, with barely concealed disdain, processed her entry. "Lane 15, basic equipment only. Session ends at 5 p.m. Sharp," he snapped, sliding a visitor badge across the counter. At the range's far end, a group of impeccably dressed elites gathered around Victoria Sterling, the club's president and heir to Sterling Pharmaceuticals. Her commanding presence and flawless appearance marked her as untouchable. Spotting Clara fumbling with a rental rifle, Victoria's lips curled into a predatory smile. "Well, well," she drawled loudly. "It seems our exclusive club now welcomes just anyone." Her entourage, Jonathan Blake, the club's director, Evelyn Harper, a real estate mogul, and other privileged members, chuckled. Victoria sauntered over, her tone dripping with false concern. "Struggling, dear?" Clara glanced up, startled. "Just getting familiar with the equipment," she replied, her hands slipping on the rifle's safety. The group snickered. "Perhaps knitting's more your speed," Victoria quipped, sparking more laughter. "This sport demands a certain pedigree." As the mockery intensified, Jonathan shifted uncomfortably but stayed silent, torn between the club's exclusivity and preventing outright harassment. "Perhaps Ms. Sterling could offer guidance," Jonathan suggested weakly. Victoria's sharp laugh cut through the air. "Let's see what you've got, accountant," she purred, somehow knowing Clara's profession. Clara fired, missing the target entirely. The group erupted in laughter as her face flushed. Each failed shot fueled their amusement. "Darling," Victoria declared, "you're polluting our refined air. Take your talents elsewhere." She snatched the rifle, fired 3 perfect shots, and smirked as Clara gathered her belongings, humiliated. As Clara neared the exit, a small wallet slipped from her purse, spilling its contents. Unnoticed by the distracted elites, a business card slid out, Colonel Clara Hensley, retired U.S. Special Forces, S-Class Sniper Specialist. In a modest apartment, Clara shed her ill-fitting cardigan, revealing a lean, muscular frame honed by decades of military discipline. She moved with a grace absent at the club, unlocking a drawer to retrieve a leather box. Inside were medals, silver stars, a bronze star with valor, purple hearts, and a folded flag, photos of her with soldiers, and her late husband's dog tag, Major Daniel Hensley. Her fingers lingered on a photo of them in front of a military housing complex, now the site of Starhaven Elite. Clara's laptop chimed, and her daughter, Lily, a 22-year-old law student, appeared on a video call. "Mom, how'd the recon go?" Lily asked. "As expected," Clara replied, her voice now authoritative. "They dismissed me, didn't even check what I saw." Lily leaned closer. "Is it there?" Clara nodded. "The memorial stone's in the east wall, hidden behind a cabinet. Daniel's insignia is intact. But they plan to expand, demolishing the wall." The land, once Fort Ramsey, was meant to be a memorial park, but corrupt deals had turned it into a playground for the rich. I found documents on Blake's desk, Clara added, showing photos of falsified land records. Lily's eyes widened. That's a federal offense. The stakes were clear. This was about justice, not just personal loss. The next day, Starhaven buzzed with preparations for its annual shooting competition, attended by city officials. Victoria, radiant in a custom outfit, orchestrated the event, where Mayor Robert Langley would endorse the club's expansion. Clara returned, signing in with quiet confidence. She registered for the novice division, maintaining her facade by missing shots strategically while advancing. Between rounds, she slipped into Blake's office, photographing evidence of fraudulent land transfers. By afternoon, whispers spread, the novice woman had reached the championship round. Victoria, enraged, confronted Blake. How did this happen? She couldn't shoot yesterday. Blake mumbled about beginner's luck, but Victoria's suspicion grew. As the final round began, Victoria accused Clara of cheating. Clara met her gaze calmly. No assistance needed. I'm a quick study. Victoria announced the club's expansion to applause, taunting Clara. Ready for your public failure? Clara's soft reply chilled her. I never missed the same target twice. Clara's shots landed with machine-like precision, matching Victoria's. The crowd murmured as her skill became undeniable. Victoria's composure cracked, her shots straying. Then, a man in military uniform arrived, General Martinez. I'm here to see Colonel Clara Hensley, he declared, revealing her as a legendary sniper. The crowd gasped, Victoria paled. For her final shot, Clara pointed to the east wall. There's no target there, the director stammered. There is for those who know, Clara said, firing. The bullet struck the wall, revealing Daniel's unit insignia. Mayor Langley gasped, his microphone catching his whisper. How did she know? We erased all records. His admission exposed the corruption. General Martinez condemned the memorial's desecration, and Clara presented evidence of falsified records. Langley distanced himself, blaming Victoria, who snapped, revealing his campaign bribes. Blake confessed to hiding records, and Lily arrived with lawyers and a journalist, filing federal complaints. Victoria's press conference backfired when she claimed classified documents discrediting Daniel. Clara countered, exposing their illegal acquisition. FBI agents arrested Victoria for espionage and fraud. The club collapsed, members fled, and Langley resigned amid investigations. 6 months later, Fort Ramsey became the Veterans Memorial and Training Center. Restored plaques honored fallen soldiers, including Daniel. Clara, in her uniform, led marksmanship training. The center offered rehabilitation, education, and history exhibits. Blake, on community service, managed operations. At the dedication, Clara spoke. My husband said a society's worth lies in keeping promises to those who can't speak. This center proves some values outlast greed. Alone at the range, she aimed not at a target, but at a future of service. Have you been underestimated, only to prove your worth through resolve? Was Clara's deception justified, or did her calculated vengeance go too far? Share your thoughts below. Should teasing in relationships be harmless fun or a line never crossed? Like, subscribe, and comment to join the debate.